it like hearing Tony Dungy?
Yeah, that's a great coach, Hall of Fame coach. So it was good to hear some wise words he was able to share with the team. Um, yeah, it was all great stuff, and definitely took it in.
Anything you take away? I mean, stick out about what you took away from it?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about being united and stuff, and about the greatest teams, in football, and that's kind of something that I feel like I took, just united, and we already have a good mesh in the locker room and stuff, but just growing together even more than we already are.
What did you get out of this practice today in front of all these fans?
Yeah, it was good. We got a different, type of feel than just practicing at the facility. It was good to be in the stadium, see all the fans. Last year we really didn't, practice with any fans, play games. So it's good to kind of get that back. And Cleveland was going crazy, so it's a good start.
Sione, what is that infusion, sir? The infusion of those veteran guys that you brought in as free agents or whatever that have won elsewhere. What has that done for this team?
Yeah, I feel like, you starting up front on defense. Malik, Clowney, and the rest of the guys that they brought in is amazing. Those guys has been around the game, established a great, identity in this league. So having those guys come, to be with us is great. Kind of lead all the younger guys, including myself, in the right way. And then the guys on the back end, man, you got JJ, you got Hill, and other guys that they brought in is really great too. I feel on the field the communication is great. Hearing those safeties, Nichols talk, and it's only going to get better. So it's been great.
So where do you see this defense, especially with a lot of new guys? You guys feel like you're where you need to be? Are you behind schedule, ahead of schedule? How do you see the development of this defense so far?
Just one day at a time. I can't really tell you exactly where we're at, but every day, we're coming in ready to grind and getting better. It's that kind of chasing that 1% every day. And I like where we're going. The coaches like where we're going. The players in the locker room. So we just got to continue. We can't, look too down the line of where we're at. We got to attack the day. So I feel like today, we got some good work, and we'll continue to improve.
Now that you've had a good couple of days here in the pads, just how are you feeling right now with all the competition in your position?
Yeah, it's always going to be a competition. Every year, they'll bring guys or guys in the room. You have to compete every year, and that's the great thing about this game. You can come in and fight for a job and compete. And so we got, 2 young guys that came in, plus the other guys that they brought in. A-Walk's a great leader in our room, Malcolm Smith. So, the whole room is stacked, and I feel like it's going to be a good trend up for us in our room.
What did you guys do in the locker room for 45 minutes with the rain?
We were playing music. Just everybody's still warming up. We had more time to kind of think, so people were kind of relaxing, rolling out, doing the usual, listening to music, talking a little bit, getting ready for practice. That's basically it,
How much was last year?
Go ahead.
How much was last year kind of a confidence boost for you? Do you come back for year 3 feeling like you kind of established a role for yourself?
You never want to feel like you're established. I feel like this year, learn from what I did last year, get better. The great thing about it is I got the same scheme, the same coaches, and so, this year, man, the defense staff has been great. Coach Tarver, Bloom, and the rest of the guys have been doing a great job coaching me up, and so I'm going to continue to learn, continue to get better each and every day.
Coach Stefanski said that your trackers tell you whenever there are fans around, if you guys run faster, you run harder, you run longer. Do you really think that that's true? And what is it about them? Why does it juice you so much?
Yeah, I feel like, when you get, eyes watching you, you kind of want to up your game. It's just kind of the nature of the beast, in anything. When you got all those people watching, you want to do better. You want to put on a show. But, for myself, you got to just stay locked in the moment. Can't think about who's watching you. Stay locked in your job and what you got to do.
When Baker says there's a new standard in town, does that mean anything to you, or is this the only standard you know?
Yeah, I feel like, when the staff came in, they did a great job establishing and a great foundation. And so, that's basically what Baker was kind of just emphasizing, what we got going here in Cleveland. And, before last year, 20 years before that or whatever, Cleveland's been Cleveland, I guess you could say. But I feel like, with the players, the coaches we have, we kind of, started a good foundation. We got to keep pushing to get better.
Sione, what's it been like seeing Mack Wilson kind of find his groove again? And could you tell last year that he just wasn't himself?
Yeah, Max is a great football player. You know, he battled some stuff early on, so I feel like that was more of the big issue. But you know, Mac's a ball player. He's ready to go. And just be on the lookout with him. He's gonna compete, and he's gonna help this team out.
Sione, as a young kid growing up, Troy Polamalu, a Pacific Islander, did he mean anything different to you, special to you? Did you watch him last night?
For sure, you know, Troy has been an inspiration to especially all Poly kids. You know, he's Samoan, I'm Tongan. I say we're the same, you know, kind of coming from those islands, and we definitely looked up to him. Troy was an amazing football player, did amazing things on the field and just off the field too. He's from Southern California, I'm from Southern California, so I've been to his camps, little things that he did, and especially at an early age, just looking up to him, you know what I mean? Definitely a guy you kind of want to look up to.
So when you see him last night going to the Hall of Fame, wearing his flowers.
Yeah, well-deserved, man, and you know, I felt like that was my uncle, you know, I felt like that was my family member just because at a young age, just, you know, looking up to him. But
With all the injuries last year, things like that, it feels like we didn't get to see really what Joe Woods wants to do on defense. I mean, how much more is there this year now that with all the new free agents, all the talent?
You'll have to wait and see. You know, game one, man, it's gonna be fun. I can tell you we got some exciting things coming. Yeah, just from last year to this year, man, with everybody we added, it's gonna be special.
Sione, one of the new guys in front of you, Malik Jackson. What have you seen from him? What's he bringing?
Man, Malik Jackson, he's a missile. You know, you want guys like that up front to disrupt things and get after the quarterback. So those guys, you know, and coach of them emphasize it plenty times before, you know, it starts up front, and it's the truth. It starts up front with our defense. You know, the more those guys get going, the better for the back end. And so they brought in some guys like Malik Jackson, Clowney, and then all the guys that we already had, Myles Garrett, and all those other dudes. So those guys are going to make our jobs easier, you know what I mean? Obviously, you don't want to look like that, but just kind of the nature of the game.
Do you think he's bringing instant leadership? And if so, how impressive is it when a guy comes to a new team and is able to, you know, make that impact right away?
Yeah, you know, he's, you know, kind of going back to what I said, you know, he's well established in this league, you know, he's played a ton, and, you know, his film doesn't lie. So him coming in, you know, is definitely a guy you want to look up to, you know, how he's working in the classroom, from on the field, how he carries himself. You know, he definitely has that, you know, one of those guys you definitely look up to.